And of course, Mr. Parks, thank you so much for making time for us this morning on the agenda. Okay. First of all, let's get your immediate reaction to the sad news of the passing of the former minister, Mr. Mboweni.
Good afternoon. Good morning. Thanks for having us. It's quite a shock. I think none of us expected it. I think we really want to wish his family, his colleagues, his friends, our ally, the African National Congress, well during this period. It's never easy to lose a loved one, and I think we want to pay tribute to the role that he has played during the liberation struggle and also in building a democratic society afterwards. He definitely ran his race. He led a powerful, an impressive journey, and I think one that will inspire many generations coming after him. And whilst we had disagreements at the time, we always respected his integrity, his ethics, his credentials, and we appreciate his forthright, his honest approach to life. And I think it is a sad loss, it's a sad moment in our democratic dispensation.
And Mr. Parks, you know, so much has been said throughout the course of the morning. I want to hear from you because so much has been said about Mr. Mboweni having shaped and shifted the labor landscape here in the country. And as you've also rightfully mentioned, that there were also times where you did not really agree. Let's talk about those times and how you had found common ground to move forward.
Yeah, so look, we had difficult moments with him as a Reserve Bank governor. We always have this policy disagreements with the Reserve Bank. But obviously as a Minister of Finance, we had some very robust, at times quite heated discussions. But we never doubted his integrity or his ethics. We never questioned for a moment that this is an absolutely honest person. And where he agreed with you, he would acknowledge and concede. And where he disagreed, he'll be honest and explain exactly why. And look, as part of the nature of being a Minister of Finance, that you will not have an easy task with anybody. But I think we also appreciate that he was our first Minister of Labour in the Mandela administration, and the whole raft of our progressive labour laws that today protect workers' rights to form a trade union, to strike, to collective bargaining, protects the rights from abuse of our most vulnerable workers, the right to work in a safe environment, to maternity leave, to overtime pay, to the basic conditions of employment, to paid holidays. All of that was put into law during his tenure as Minister of Labour. He played a key role in that regard. And so today, millions of workers are benefiting from his legacy as a Minister of Labour. And of course, he also was a founding father for NEDLAC, which has played a key role where government and business and labour can come together to address challenges facing working class communities, the economy, to put in place a variety of interventions. So that's also part of his legacy. And, I think he was part of that generation of leadership. Of like Pravin Gordhan, of Zola Skweyiya, of Kader Asmal, the founding fathers of our democratic dispensation who show that you can reach the highest echelons of power in society, in the state, and not fall prey to the temptations of corruption, of stealing. No one ever doubted his integrity. He served South Africa for 30 years in different capacities, public and private, and yet he never had a single scandal to his name. And I think that just shows you that society can produce, talented persons, leaders, who can lead by example, not embarrass us in the Sunday newspapers. I think he is part of that generation. I think his larger-than-life personality will be missed. He was not one to be shy about sharing his cooking recipes. And I think even during his retirement chapter of his life, he returned to his community in Tzaneen, in Makhubuskloof, and he was a relentless ambassador for tourism for that untapped part of the country. And I think one must also be proud that somebody who grew up in Bordeaux, which is a very poor village in Tzaneen, not even paved roads, who went to school in Bankona High School in Konko, can reach the most difficult positions in society. Minister of Labour, Minister of Finance, Governor of the Reserve Bank, first African governor. So it shows you that South Africa, despite all the challenges of apartheid, of discrimination, of poverty, of inequality, that the doors of learning, of opportunity are being slowly opened, the shackles of apartheid are being removed. And I think, Comrade Tito, he championed lifelong education. He was very proud, correctly so, of his qualifications of accomplishments at the University of Lesotho, of the University of East Anglia. And I think he always appreciated that education is a lifelong journey. So I think his legacy does give an inspiration to young kids across society that you can reach the highest positions of society by embracing education, by working as hard as you possibly can.
All right, that is Matthew Parks, COSATU Parliamentary Coordinator. Thank you very much for your time indeed on the program.